What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Launchpad 1412. Excited to be back with some Madden 16 gameplay here. I got an online ranked match versus a random opponent, and we got quite the match here, man. We got a pretty decent game too, man. Tom Brady versus Peyton. I'm gonna say Peyton Hillis, Peyton Manning. I got the New England Patriots. And I throw a pick right there, man, on 2nd and 10. My goodness, man, I couldn't believe I threw that pick, man. But what a matchup we got here. You know, Tom Brady and the Patriots versus Denver Broncos. Peyton Manning and company, man, Von Bella and company. A matchup that I think anyone's excited to see, man. Any form, whether it's video game format or real life, I think it's always a pleasure. Look at how I messed up the screen right here. He gets a touchdown, first score of the game on the left-hand side of the drag route. I think it's always a pleasure to play this kind of game against an opponent, because especially with this year's game, because you don't even know who your opponent's going to pick. So it's just interesting that we got this matchup, and it's always interesting to see the game in real life. So as you can see, I'm coming down the field right here, trying to figure out some things to do. I give it to Kevin Falk right there. Kevin Falk getting a nice little game. 2nd and 10, we go to the left again. I tried to curve in there and get to the touchdown, but he went out of bounds. Next play, I tried to give it to Kevin Falk right there. He was wide open, but it got batted down. I don't know who batted that down, but good hit by my opponent right there, and I'll take that 3. I sell him for 3 right here, making the score 7-3. You guys know last game that I put him on a ranked draft champions gameplay, I actually went down 14-3. When that happened in this game, man, oh my goodness, somebody get him. Nobody gets him in there. I am down at once again 14-3. I'm like, man, you gotta be kidding me. The reason why I bring up last game, because you gotta remember, you gotta keep in your mind, these games that I'm showing you, I'm playing them all on the road practically, unless something happens to the game. I'm pretty much showing you every game that I have, so unless something happens to the game where I can't render it right or something, you know, wild happens, I'm pretty much going to show the game as my opponent throws to the right hand side right there. 4th and 1, decides to go for it. I would have went for it too. 4th and 1, that's a pretty easy go for. I probably gave it to the fullback or something, probably a little bit more simpler opposed to what he did right there, where he did convert it. 35, it goes deep right here, and he actually gets the touchdown, and I'm down 21-3 early in the contest. One of the great things about playing online ranked matches, if you go down early like this, you're down 18 points, you have an opportunity to come back. So let's see if I can take that opportunity in full stride and see what happens. I have to get a nice little pass right there to Garrett Blunt. I gotta remember when I played the Patriots to put Kevin Falk in that slot right there. Look at this, man, crazy play right here, and the boy Grunk ends up catching it. Probably could have got picked off. I'm not really sure why he didn't just stay where he was at, being like he was wide open. I hope they fix that next year. And then speaking of next year, I will be talking about some Madden 17 in one of these games, or I might just do a face cam while I talk about it. I haven't decided yet, but I do have some thoughts on it. You guys will hear when I'm ready to deliver those thoughts. 3rd and 22, look at that. My goodness, man, your boy Tom Brady threading the needle right there. Getting my first touchdown of the game, so now the score is 21-10. Can Launchpad come back? Look at this. We get a pick right here, and we not only get a pick, we're going to take this one to the house. My goodness, and just that fast, I'm back in the game. The score is 21-17. It's his turn to burn. Let's see what he got. Goes to the left a little bit, and he gets a nice pass right there. He was catching me with that pass right there at that 10. Step and cut in with Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius Thomas being a very good route runner. Look at this. He goes deep. Can he convert? No, I end up getting a pick. Look at this. And look at the time. Not too long ago, I was down 21-3, and now it's 21-17, and I have an opportunity to take the lead before the half. I couldn't even believe what was going on here. I'm like, man, what kind of luck have I ran into? And can your boy Launchpad 1412 come back in the game and maybe force a quit? I don't know. Let's see what happens. I go to the right hand side right here, fumble the ball, pick it back up, and we almost get the touchdown. What a crazy play right there as we go to Kevin Falk right up the middle and don't convert. Now 2nd and goal, we toss it to Kevin Falk on the right hand side, and we end up getting a touchdown right there, and we take the lead. I can't even believe that we're in the lead right now. At this juncture in the game, I'm kind of stunned. I got to be honest. I kind of figured that I would catch up, but I thought it would be later on in the game, maybe like toward the 4th quarter. I find a way to hopefully somehow get this victory, but I haven't got the victory yet. But I have came back and up this. I'm a little shocked, but I got to keep the ball rolling. Got to try to stay as efficient as I possibly can. I went 15 for 16 with a 76 overall Fitzpatrick. So I'm thinking I got Tom Brady here, so maybe I should do something similar, but that doesn't happen. This game, my opponent went deep right there and did convert. Scores 21-20. 4, he's gonna try to make something happen. 3rd and 9. We end up getting a sack right there. I got a lucky sack right there. I didn't send any blitz right there. I think I just did a quarter's defense on that side right there. And then almost picking that off when we got the ball back. We're in business. When we have an opportunity to go up 2 possessions. Can y'all believe this? Look at this right here. This is insane, man. I'm not acting like I never did this before, but man, when it happens, it's just one of those things. Look at this, man. 4th and 6. My bread and butter play right there. I love that play. It's my favorite play in the game, man. The post over the middle. And that's not just that. That's the thing that people got to understand. That play right there, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that runs that play. If you know what the play is. You know something, man? As funny as this might even sound, I forgot the name of the play. I know how it looks like when I see it because I tap to it. I tap it so much when I'm in trouble. But as far as the name of the play, I can't even remember the name of the play. But that play has some really good routes. I've been using it for 3 years now. So when the Madden 17 comes out, I'm definitely gonna be looking for that play right there. You know, 2 plays that I kind of look for in the playbook. When I try to find out what playbook I'm going to use in the beginning of the year. And that's it. When I find those 2 plays in the playbook, I just kind of make the adjustments as much as I possibly can. As I go right over the middle right here to Dobbs, I believe that is. And we get the touchdown, a huge touchdown right there. Look at this. We're up 28 to 38. This is just insane, man. Insane stuff. Good stuff right here for me right here. But we got to hold on to the lead. If we hold on to the lead, maybe force a quit or just get the victory. Let's see what happens, man. 28-38. He gets the first down right there. 3rd down and 10. My opponent not giving up, going. Hit me with that same route that he hit me with earlier. He was killing me with that route. I think he tried it like 5 times. I think he was 3 for 5 with that route. That's pretty good, man. That's a little over 60% right there. I'm not sure what that sound was, but anyway. He goes over the middle again. I tried to time it. I thought I had it, but he kind of threw it through me right there. 3rd and 10. He goes over the middle, and I actually end up picking that one up. I kind of paused right there. I thought I seen something. I thought the game stopped. But yeah, 3rd and 10, I ended up getting that user pick, man. And now I'm feeling like I'm on top, man. But I'm going to keep going down. I'm up 2 possessions. You know, the game is kind of it's not really tight, but it's kind of tight. I didn't see the reason to not keep going or start clocking them. You know, it's late in the year. You know, we don't necessarily I don't have to win every game, but I don't get it wrong. I'm going to try to win every game. Don't get that twisted, you know. If I can blow you out the water, I'm gonna blow you out the water. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But I think it's a crazy catch right there with Demaryius Thomas, which is very suitable. That is D. Thomas. But you know, if it's like this, you know, and I'm not always gonna force the issue. It kind of depends on who I play, man, and maybe the things that you do in the beginning of the game. Like if I'm playing you in the beginning of the game, and you doing some cheesy stuff, man. You got some cheesy stuff going on. It just kind of urges me to want to beat you more. So I probably would have held the ball then, you know, just to secure the win. But I didn't do that then. But I did take that nail down. You know, I don't want to lose though. I don't want to lose. But if I'm up 2 possessions in the end of the 4th quarter, I might just, you know, go for it like I did. I might try to get a touchdown or 2 just to keep the game a little bit more interesting. And I'm in this phase right now where I'm passing the ball a whole lot, and I'm not even sure why. Because really, I'm more in my core. I'm more of a balanced offensive player. I like to do a combination of running and passing. That's why usually in my games, it's so rare that a receiver goes over like 10 receptions, or maybe I would say even over 5 or 6 to be 100% honest with you. It's so rare that it happens because even when I'm passing the ball, I'm spreading the ball around as much as I possibly can. You can see Dobbs got a touchdown. I believe I was gonna say Wes Walker. I believe Amendola got a touchdown and a few others. I threw it to Gronk a couple times. I mean, you know, there's just so many. I kind of don't care who you are. You could be a 23 overall player. If I see you open, I'm going to hit you. Now, whether you decide to catch it or not, that's up to you. You know what I mean? I'm going to hit you. Tom Brady get 362 yards in this game, 113.4 QB rating, man. I would take that. And I think I did a pretty good job here. Shout out to my opponent, man. He did a fantastic job in this game. You know, didn't give up, didn't quit, man. I definitely commend you for that, man. You are definitely a warrior, in my opinion, a formidable opponent, in my opinion, man. If you don't quit, man, even though you lose, because that was a devastating loss. This is probably a devastating loss for him. So I got to give him his props, man. Your boy.